Today I was talking about Aerodrome, $1.79, and we look at Aerodrome over the last 7 days, down 3.5%. Over the last month, still up 129. But Aerodrome, like I said, being in the red, we're looking at majority of the market still in the red. Last 7 days, a little bit of recovery, like very, very minimal recovery for a lot of cryptos right now. But again, very, very minimal. Majority of cryptos are still in the red, right? The last 7 days have been in the red. But like I've talked about in the last two Aerodrome videos, very interesting. You look at the top coins, right, in the crypto space, all these in the top, whatever this is, top 50 last 7 days, all down like 15, 20 plus percent over the last 7 days. We look at a project like Aerodrome, was only down around 3.5, and this was actually up in the green. It was like up 6%. We're only seeing it now in the red because over the last day or so, it's down around 3.5, 3.75, almost 4%. But when you see days like this, you like to see the majority of investors loading the dip, and you can see here trading volume is up 20%, almost 21% in the green. So 57 million in trading volume for Aerodrome doesn't surprise me. I think people are just adding to their position, continuing to add to their position. Majority buying on Coinbase as well. I think 37% of the volume is happening on Coinbase, and actually 24.29% of the volume is actually happening a USDC pair on Aerodrome itself. So that is something we could see more of, I think, as Aerodrome continues to get bigger and bigger. But yeah, nonetheless, just wanted to make this video to go over a few things. Obviously, Aerodrome, in my opinion, they do a great job as far as just updating their holders and updating people that are interested in the project on Twitter. I think Twitter's a great resource for them. And if you look at this tweet here, so on April 9th, they talked about how Slipstream is scheduled to land on April 22nd. And if you don't know about Slipstream, it's integration. It's on Velodrome currently, Aerodrome, fork of Velodrome. It will combine Aerodrome's 2.6x TVL advantage with a novel, fully audited implementation of concentrated liquidity based off the Uni v3. Aerodrome will be the volume and liquidity hub of Base. And you can see here, Slipstream is less than a week away. And essentially, what Base has allowed, what Slipstream has allowed Optimism to do, it's led to a massive increase in volume on Velodrome, capturing growing share of chains and sweeps and fees. On Aerodrome, the plan is the same. So this is super, super bullish. I've been talking about it now for like a couple weeks about how I think when the Slipstream is fully integrated onto Aerodrome, it's going to cause a lot of bullish sentiment, and I think a lot of price action, hopefully in the positive manner, for Aerodrome, right? I think obviously 2 days away from the halving, or actually technically almost 3 days, 3 days away from the halving, which is super interesting times here in the market. I think shortly after the halving, we could see a lot of projects still in the red. It's not a narrative I've been pushing, but it's something I've mentioned that I do think is historically what we've kind of seen in the crypto space. Shortly after the halving, or for a while maybe after the halving, we will see a ton of coins still in the red, and then it won't be for, in my opinion at least, late August, September, October, in my opinion, where we start to see the very, very significant run-ups and start to see a lot of these coins, really, really start to heat up. But coming back to the Aerodrome Twitter, like I said, great research for information and news and updates on Aerodrome. You can see this tweet here, a sneak peek, right? And this is a tweet that Velodrome put out, right? Slipstream is hitting new highs, and again, 1 week away. So we're not even, I've talked about how Slipstream is what is going to allow Aerodrome to compete with Uniswap. And we're seeing the price action for Aerodrome. We're talking about still a project up 1,800% over the last month, over the last year, more specifically over the last 3 months. But it hasn't even had the Slipstream integration, which to me is a very, very bullish catalyst. Come back to the Twitter account though, like you can see here, even just this relatively normal tweet, right? We're excited to announce that Limitless is integrating Aerodrome's Slipstream on Base by sourcing liquidity, right? Super bullish. Relay has been open source. Relay contracts can now be viewed on GitHub, allowing for deeper partner protocol integration on Base, right? So there's just things. I think someone left a comment on a video saying, or talking about how, there seems to be nothing but bullish news for Aerodrome. And I think that's the case as well. Obviously, we don't want to put too much, I don't want to say emphasis on the bullish news, right? You kind of just have to let these projects take their course, right? Take where the community, see where the community takes it. And I think the community that is behind Aerodrome is just super bullish, right? And most people are bullish, but the holder count, you guys. The next video I'll make, I'm going to show the holder count, like from a video, maybe like, because I've been just sharing the holder counts with you guys. I'm going to share a holder count that was like from a video from maybe like 2 weeks ago, and you can see it's almost double. It's literally almost double, 20,000 plus more holders in like 2 week period. So I think once Aerodrome gets to like 100,000 holder mark, things will really start to get crazy. I think we're gonna see, we've already seen holders shake out of their positions just over the last month, right? And the kind of this sort of range here, and even this range and this range. But yeah, super short video today, or hopefully short. Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about Aero. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. As always, have a great day.